Hi.
Hey everybody, what is up? Oh man, it feels weird actually right now, but thanks for tuning in. Up it says no audio. Hey Mike. Let's see here. Default.
Probably built in near that one.
Oh, it's all good. All right, guys. Hey, just to quickly confirm, you can hear us. Yes, you are all okay. All right, very good. Well, hey guys, welcome. Sorry for the few minute delay, but for whatever reason, which we'll have to figure out another time, our normal camera that we use over there was not working.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. And we're going to quit wondering and we're going to go on with the show. So, man, hey, you know what? It actually just adds, a nice little extra fun to it. Am I right or am I right?
Yep.
But very good. So here I'm loading up our slides here in a moment. But before we do, hey, excuse me, welcome back to the hashtag Lockboss Show and Giveaway. Billy probably broke the camera or sabotaged it. It's not April 1st yet, though, is it?
No.
All right. But, well, hey, of course, we're going to be having a little bit of fun this week. But Lily and Ian, thanks for joining.
No problem.
You guys kept on having so much fun without me on live that I figured the only thing more exciting to do would be to come on here with you. So here we are. Now, of course, we're going to be drinking Topo Chicos. Let me crack this. Oh, it's nice and cold, and it's a fresh one. I've already had a few today. You just lose the cap there? Are you doing all right? Cheers. Cheers. Are you doing all right with losing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, let's see here. All right. So how's everybody doing on this Tuesday night? I tell you what, we're here in a few moments. We're going to be going over the post of the week, the comment of the week, and then, of course, talking with the crew about what has been going on. And then lastly, but most importantly, announcing this week's 5 lucky Lockboss winners. And it's funny, I actually just got a text from Kylie being like, hey, what's going on with the live?
Yeah.
It broke. It's straight up broken. So, all right. Well, man, hopefully, Julio, we don't need any confession music out of you today, all right? We already had a little bump with the live. But, all right, so, it was really good here because I haven't got to talk at all to Lily today, very little to Ian. And so it feels good to be able to catch up with the guys in real time. So I'm actually pretty excited to hear what you guys have to say.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come up with a question or two
That would be good.
that you're like, hey, what? Why don't you tell me you're going to be asking this? No, I want to be good, everybody. Let's see here. Yes, James, thanks for that. Yes, that we don't have very many technical difficulty compared to other places. I think you're right. I mean, this might be one of 2 or 3 technical difficulties for live that we've ever had.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah. And as we're sitting here, I know that my computer recently had an update, and a little bit of me thinks there's a setting that I need to fix.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like it.
And the reason is because we swapped out entire cameras. I mean, we have like spaghetti down here on the floor between cameras and cables, right?
Adapters.
Extra adapters. And I actually have fun fact, I have a backup of everything. Every cable and adapter because, well, I really don't like these type of problems.
Yeah,
We
who
just
does,
didn't have a
right?
backup piece.
Not really. But all right. Well, here we go. Hey, let's go ahead and let's hop into the show. Have a little bit of fun. Talk about locks and keys. Some of our most favorite things. Now, Lily, is it true that we're on Lockboss season 3.14? I think we are.
14, probably.
Because December was 12,
Yeah.
13, 14. So this is
Yeah. Okay.
Lockboss season 3.14. Just for the record. For the record. All right. What?
It's pie.
That is pie. And if I would have known that, I'd be eating pie this whole time on live, you know? All right. Here we go. Post of the week. This one comes from Goma Locksmith on Instagram. Says Toyota Alfred, all keys lost, new key shell supplied and cut and programmed on the bench. I like it. It is it's good stuff. You know, I don't know. I've personally actually done several of those particular ones. As a matter of fact, for years, the local Toyota dealer would stop by send him to my dad's shop, and then I'd go and I'd flash him. And so this is one of those. So he has that module out there, the engine control module, ECM. And essentially what you have to do, you have to take off that cover. And depending on the exact one, there's a few different actual chips like that are soldered onto the PCB board that you have to clip onto.
Interesting.
And you got to clip onto it perfect. Now, these are tiny chips, but you have to clip onto it perfectly. So the clamp you put on, that each one of the little parts of the clamp is on to each one of the little legs of the chip. I think there was like 6, 8 or so of them that you had to clamp onto perfectly on this one. You had to get it just right. And then you use I would use the Easy Flasher, and you'd go through and you'd literally flash. This is before the OBD2 port. And you would literally flash the memory of it. And then you would, with the flasher, you would have a key that you would just duplicate or, to use or whatever. So,
interesting.
Wow.
Huh?
yeah.
A little more manual kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Well, it was one of those, it was really fun when you could clip on easily to it. And every once in a while you would get one that for whatever reason,
just wouldn't work.
You'd have to keep trying. You have to just kind of adjust it a little bit. Some of them, I don't know, they would not want to clip on very good. And so you would have to kind of play around with it a little bit. But yeah, very cool. Hey, Goma Locksmith, thanks for sharing that. And yeah, that's a cool, fun thing. And back in the day, so we're talking, I don't know, 2010, 2012. I don't know, I could be way off, but somewhere around there. You would get about, so depending on the area and the demand, $350 to $500 to do it, because the only option at the dealer at the time, and I don't know necessarily what it is today, but you would have to just get a whole new unit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so that's why the Toyota dealership would bring them to us, and I'd flash them for them because no one else did it at that time. No one else did it. So it was quite fun. Like I said, it was fun as long as
it went smooth.
It went smooth.
Yeah.
But there's always a couple there that you would literally be like, okay, I'm 30 minutes of trying to do it, but not so much. So, and this is one of those things that happened before the OBD2 port. It was sloppy, right? Like Honda and Lexus, Toyota, those ones, 99 to I think 03, 4, 5, somewhere around there. But yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing that, and I hope you made good money on that too, Goma Locksmith. That's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Comment of the week. This one comes from Matt's Lock Shop. He says, these videos always get me thinking about the business side of my shop and how I'm doing with it, and just not the locksmithing. Another Lockboss video. Yeah, absolutely, Matt's Lock Shop. Yeah, my dad and I, we have a good time doing those. Lily actually always gets kind of my dad and I before and after, he's usually messing with her,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Lily, what is it like when you're doing those videos and like the commentary that happens beforehand when like usually my dad's talking to you and as he's saying stuff to you, I'm usually apologizing for him.
Yeah, it's funny, especially like it's really funny when you guys are mid conversation when you start filming, and then I hear like just half of what's going on, and I'm like, what?
There's a few times that I was
Yeah.
like, I'll be like, hey, Dad, would you mind adding a little context for Lily, please?
I would like that, yeah.
Right? That's really good. So yeah, those are of course really, really fun videos for us to do. And I really like the fact that like what Matt's Lock Shop talks about is like not only just the locksmithing, but the rest of the business, and as we start going through, we start talking about the free cash flow. And I think there's like a couple things that happen with these videos. One, I think that if you're looking at selling, there's a lot of good feedback in a lot of them. Like if you were to watch the video and then read the comments, you're going to get a pretty decent understanding of what people are looking at wanting to buy a business or looking for. But most importantly, when you go to buy one, listening and seeing what's kind of going on kind of gives you a good perspective. And part of the reason we know this is the people who have contacted us who have either were looking at buying a business that we profiled, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.
And then also people like looking at them and wanting to like apply that to one that they are looking at. And so it's kind of an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've, and of course, like I think the sensitive part about those videos is that we want to talk about the listing and kind of talk through it, but we also want to be respectful and hopefully the person buys it, right? So it's kind of an interesting balance between there.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing in general for small business, all of us, and we can definitely throw myself in there, is I know the work over the past couple decades I've put into my businesses. And those people watching, those people looking at selling their business have also know what they've put in their business to keep it going and keep it afloat. And it's really hard sometimes to hear what the actual value is.
Yeah.
It's just really hard. I maybe another way to look at this for those of you who haven't experienced this yet would be like a car. So like, let's say, Lily, you bought your current car for 30 grand. Okay. And you drove it for 5 years and I don't know, you decided you wanted to sell it and you realize that it's worth 10 grand.
Yeah.
In your head, you're like, listen, no, it's not a great example, but the point I'm trying to make is that in your head, it's worth 30 grand plus all the TLC you've given it over the years. And the fact that someone only wants to give you 10 grand for it, you're kind of like, this is worth way more to me. But the market is saying it's only worth 10.
Yeah, that's just how it is. Depreciation of value,
Yes. And then usually a lot of times the answer in a lot of these small businesses, and then also in a car thing like that is, you're like, you know what? If it's only worth 10 grand or if my business is only worth X, I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep driving it.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're like, I'll just drive that thing, until the wheels fall off. Right. And then I'll get $1,000 from the junkyard or something. Right. And other business owners are like, you know what? It's worth more to me just to run it until I'm no longer on this earth. And then I don't really care at that point, but I feel like the money I could get over the next 5 years or whatever it might be, which is true because most businesses are selling for about 3 times its earnings.
Yeah.
Right? You have to have something pretty special in business to get over 3 times earnings. Right? You have to have something somebody really wants. And then you're in the 5-6 range.
Yeah.
Right. But most of us, and self included, it's like, hey, how about like 20 times or 30 times? Right. But it's like, no, it's pretty much like 3 to 5 years. If you were to continue to run and operate the business for 3 to 5 years, that's about the money you're going to get. So the moral of the story is whether or not you work for someone or you own your own business, you have got to have some sort of retirement plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that way, if you do, and that day comes and you no longer you don't want to do it anymore, or you're just done with it, or maybe you're getting older and
Mhm.
would like to spend the rest of your years posting mean things on Facebook or something. I mean, no, I think then you can, right? Because
Mhm.
you've built up money outside of your business. Now,
Mhm.
I know that's easier said than done, if you're 30 and doing a business, or like me, 40 and doing a business. But,
Mhm.
if you're 55, 65, you're like, well, PJ, that's great. But, all right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but I think it's the nuance and it's fun to talk about. And
Yeah.
it's been really fun, my dad and I, as we've done them, to kind of talk through those together and stuff. But, oh, yeah. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and let's keep it moving here. All right. Next up. Okay. So, team update. How is it going? So, of course, it's been just, what's the date today? The 18th? Okay. I know it's the 18th because it's my oldest daughter's 17th birthday today. So, Addie, happy birthday. So I have a 17-year-old.
That's crazy.
Now.
She's going to be an adult next year. That's crazy.
That is scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. I mean, you start trying to hit me with, potential boyfriend and being 17 in 1 year. And I'm just like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Especially because I don't know about you guys. No, you guys are both in your 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm close. I'm
Yeah, you guys are getting up there.
year.
Yeah.
Okay, you're getting up there a little bit.
Turn 27 tomorrow.
Oh.
27 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, early happy birthday.
That's awesome.
Very cool. So with that being said, I'm kind of curious on this really quick. I, in my head, in a lot of ways, kind of view myself in the gap of like 21 to 25.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I turned like 25 and I'm just like been the same person since. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the years before then, like 21 to 25, I feel like I made significant like I don't know, maturity and mental progress, I guess you could say, but like 25 I feel like it just plateaued. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
23-ish.
Okay. Yeah, so
I also just due to what I did before CLK, I had to mature a lot faster.
Yeah. And so I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you guys is most likely when you turn 40 like I did, you're still gonna feel that same way, which is it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the only signs of me being 40 at this point is I've been typically falling asleep really early in the evenings. It's kind of sad, actually.
That's funny.
Like we're talking now. I typically wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Always have though, and I would say this past month or so, I've been falling asleep no later than 9:30.
Wow.
There's been a few days I'm asleep in the 8 o'clock hour.
Wow.
And my kids are starting to be like, man, you're getting old, And I mean, do you guys have anything you can help me to like stick up for myself or anything? Or is it just
You got to get your sleep in. So, I mean, if your body's telling you need to sleep earlier, just like probably go with that feeling,
You guys.
What is going on?
I have no idea.
Can you guys hear that on live
There's
there?
like some crazy bass.
The building's shaking.
Yeah, someone has do you think it's someone here? Maybe they got some new system in the ride or something?
Seems like it.
But I mean, we're going to have to ask around tomorrow, bring them on live and be like, okay, what were you pumping?
Yeah, and then Julio can play the confession music.
Yes, Julio. I haven't heard any confession music, so I think Julio's going easy on me today.
Technical difficulties, yeah.
Or was Julio the one that broke the camera setup?
Yeah, or for all we
He
know,
disappeared after we started fussing with the cameras.
Yes, and for all we know, when it was like 4:01, Julio's like, I'm not even okay. We must not be doing it today.
Oh, it's just like
just
like
total pieced out on us. So, guys. So I want to go ahead and I want to talk about a few different things today. and really just catch up with both of you and everyone on our live and just kind of have a little bit of fun here, which is number one. It's been a little over 30 days since the Lockpicks acquisition. Like, how are we doing with all of that? Like, from your guys' perspective.
I'll let you go first.
So I've been working on pictures of keys mainly, and of course like banners and stuff for the website a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to get all of the key images to be nice and consistent. And so I'm almost through all of the cylinder key blanks, and then I'll be moving on to automotive. So that's been good. It's been a new process, like all of my different processes for doing various image stuff. Like once I get into the rhythm of it, then it can go by pretty quickly and I can like listen to something. But this one, like it took a lot of like mental like work to like get in the groove of this one.
Okay.
And so I feel like at this point I'm comfortable enough where I can start listening to other stuff and just like plug away at it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. And if you haven't been on the website in a little bit, we have a couple little specials going on. If you spend over $50, you get like a door latch tool. So that's pretty cool. So if you want a door latch tool, go check that out. But,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Ian?
It's been a lot busier.
Okay.
Just all the customers reaching out because just wanting to know about the change, trying to get accounts reset up because we didn't.
Yeah.
When we switched over, when we purchased lockpicks.com, we didn't get any of the previous customer accounts. So getting new accounts set up for folks, doing like admin stuff like that, just answering phone calls, answering questions.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
Yeah, and how has that been going? Like, how have the phone calls been? Has things been pretty chill? People upset?
No, it's just a different. There's always change, and people react different to change. And certain people are excited about it. Certain people are just they're going to go with the flow and see what happens.
Okay.
Not too many folks angry about it yet, though.
Okay, well that's good. Hey, let's
keep it that way.
let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
So, all in all, pretty good. But you can definitely tell like the increased volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we've got that increased volume on top of our normal CLK stuff. So it definitely is a different feel right now.
Yeah.
So
it is. I don't know if you saw yet downstairs, but all of the order. Did you see all the orders stacked up down there? It was like. Wow. Okay.
It's nice because in the long term, I'm like, okay, more orders, more money, more the business grows.
Yeah.
But it's just make it a little bit crazy for the short term.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say one of the coolest parts is we got everything put away in a shorter amount of time than I was expecting.
And it fits really nicely. I wasn't expecting us to have room afterwards.
Yes.
So much room.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I was not expecting to have as much room afterwards.
But we have like 2 or 3 shelves pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I think now I like to get a little hyperbolic, but I think we can do it again.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could fit that much.
Realistically, based on how much shelving units we did actually use completely, we do have a bunch of empty or semi-empty shelves that we could probably absorb the same amount of product.
Yeah, I think we could do it one more time.
Yeah.
Now, if we were to bring any of the staff from the warehouse up and ask them,
they'd lose their minds.
They'd be like, PJ, one of us is going to quit. We're not sure if it's you or me. Right.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, yeah, it's been a good 30 days now that all the phones and all of that are switched.
Yeah.
Emails and all that. So I think we're headed in a good direction with all of that.
Yeah.
And then over the coming weeks, right, we will be launching a separate YouTube channel. And so you have to stay tuned for that. And that'll just kind of be its own separate thing. Yeah, is there any questions you get asked a lot that maybe we should have me answer here on live?
Our phone number's been one. The new Lockpicks phone number.
Oh, yes. So the Lockpicks phone number has always been 1-800-key blank. Now, of course, there's one extra digit on the blank than is in reality. And if you were just to type it into your phone, well, and even include the last digit, it would just ring through. However, on the new website, if you just click the phone number and hit send, well, it doesn't work.
No.
And
that's
so
weird.
We've gotten
I
a
didn't
lot of
know that.
phone calls and emails about that.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to. I don't know. You guys tell me what's best here. Let's problem solve live on the internet. Is it best to? I'll give you 3 options. Keep it the way it is. Switch it over just to the actual digits, or put a space in there and then put a K, so that way if they click on it, it'll go to the right number.
Is it possible? Well, I don't know.
What if we did the last 2? On the contact us page, we have the actual phone number as an actual phone number.
Okay.
But then on the logo portion,
Yep.
where it's spelled out, have it as a different, like, small space, different color, maybe same font, different color, so it looks a little bit different. But when you click on it, or if you copy and paste that on your phone, it doesn't mess up anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
So when I did the copy and paste on my phone, tried to add the extra digit, it's thinking it's an international and it fails.
Oh, interesting.
So you're saying just to switch it to the.
Put it in parentheses.
Oh, put.
Okay,
I'll have to play with it. I'll play with it, and then worst
I have
case,
no
if it
idea.
looks weird, I'll just switch it. But okay, cool. Next topic, and then I'll get to your questions. And I know everyone wants to see a Y1 update, so we'll get to that too. Let's talk a little bit, and I'm going to be doing a video live on it soon. But let's talk about IdentiKey. So Lily and I, in particular, have been demoing the new app. And Lily, I think that between your pickiness and my pickiness, so
it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I start getting pretty happy about it, Lily ends up not being very happy about it, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
And I think the good part is, though, I think what we can agree on is that so everything that we're doing right now is around taking good images, because this is the deal. The better image you take, the better results you get. And the worse image you take. And so and let me give you an example of this. Still, our number one problem. I want to say this is probably 10% of the time ish. A lot of people take a lot of good images for sure. But there is probably a good 10% that when they take a picture of their entire key ring along with the key. And well,
it doesn't know which
you're not going to get a good result. Okay. You're just not. And then the problem, is they don't get the result and then they don't try it. Now, some people try again, you'll see, they'll take a picture, not that very good. They don't get very good results. And then they'll take another one and it works. Right. So the new app we've been working on now for months is helping you take a good image. The problem with that is that we put up too many guardrails around it, would you say?
Yeah.
And then it makes it a little too, what we feel is too complicated.
Yeah. I feel like there are certain things that we've changed that make the flow feel disorienting, at least for me when I use it.
Yeah. Yep. So I think we're getting close. I think we're getting very close, and I'd like to put it out for beta testing very soon, but it seems like as soon as I'm happy, you're pointing out a few things, and then as soon as you get happy, I'm pointing out a few things. And so I'm hoping we'll round the corner soon on that. But the good part is, in the meantime, we're continuing to add new keys.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Ian does play a small part in that.
Yep.
I'd say
And
it's a pretty big part.
or yeah, I guess a fairly big part. I guess probably one of the 6 critical steps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I think that with all of that you're doing and all of that, I think we're doing like we're continuing to make progress. We have a lot of things. A couple quick stats for you is number one, we have over 15,000 downloads.
Mhm.
Which is bonkers, if you ask me. I think last time I looked, it was like 15,500 and some.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a lot.
That is a lot.
We're getting several. I've been having one of our developers has been building out a lot of the analytics for us, and so
Nice.
we're getting several hundred minimum searches a day, which is really cool. And for the most part, the results I'm still very happy with. As a matter of fact, I haven't really had to, post in IdentiKey investigators for a while because there hasn't been any. Now there's some that are like way off in left field,
Yeah.
but there hasn't been too many crazy things. Now I do have a question that maybe you guys can answer for me that I need to ask. But so one of the issues that we were really trying to hone in on and bulletproof is the Corbin wrestling keys.
Yes.
Has that been completed? Do you know? Are all of those?
So that one thing that I mentioned earlier, we like don't have them all on the website. So we need to make sure those, because the link needs to go to a website page. So that's a big step that
All the ones that we've received in
Yeah.
to the facility have been processed through Michaela and me.
They have. Okay.
Yeah.
I've made it through
they're
everything
ready.
we do.
It's just
Okay.
It's just waiting on the
stuff,
website.
Okay,
which
cool.
means we need to get stock in, to be able to sell it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll talk to you later about that. I know how we can solve that pretty quick. So that's cool.
Mhm.
So the good news, hey, see, look, we're building here in real time. We're building here in real time. But let's see here. Yeah. So and I'll answer that as reading questions. I'll get to those in a minute here. So yeah, so that's going good. The downloads are good. The usage is good. A lot of the results are fantastic. One of the biggest things, though, that we have to keep in mind is one of two things. Number one, if the key is not in the database, then we're not going to get you're not going to get a good result, right?
Mhm.
Second of all, if it's a restricted key, you're also not going to get a good result because we're not identifying the restricted keys.
Yeah.
And I actually just had a interview with the Locksmith Ledger, and it's going to be on IdentiKey. It's going to be coming out. Did I tell you guys this?
Yeah.
I
You
didn't.
mentioned it
okay.
briefly to sales. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah. So that'll be coming out here in a couple months. So
Nice. That's awesome.
yeah, that's pretty cool. But all right, so we tackled that issue. And is there anything else new and exciting that we should be sharing?
We've been, since we got lockpicks, we have a bunch of really cool one-sing key machines now. And we have a really cool video, I think it's this Sunday, coming out about a certain tool that you guys make sure to watch the video because I think it's really neat.
Okay,
it's
yeah, the
really
one
neat.
that I was calling the palm cut.
Yep, the palm cut. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's cool to see like all those different kind of key machines that are more affordable.
Yeah.
And seeing just like how different they are than the ones I'm used to seeing videos on and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I told you guys, I don't want to get too far into the weeds here, but I will say that I have gotten into a little bit of trouble.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So I've been working my way through it,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, I'm one thing I'm excited about with the Wincing key machines in particular is really trying to hit a few of the markets of people who are looking for machines
Mhm.
that we've currently not been able to hit,
Mhm.
right? So, I mean, as we know, Lockpicks has sold the Wincing key machines for a couple decades almost,
Yeah.
right? And so, yeah, so it's kind of fun and different, and yeah, some of those other ones. And I have some stuff I've been cooking in the oven that you guys don't even know about yet.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I'm excited to share with you guys as we progress through it.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, so there we go. All right, so you have anything else to bring up or talk about? Let me know as we go here. Let me kind of answer some of the questions. Let's see here. Y1 keys. Let's take a look at the Y1 really quick. Now, is anybody, Ian or Kylie, do you know what the ILCO part number is for Y1?
Why?
99.
Yes,
Oh.
good man. Go Ian.
I do sell these keys every day.
I mean,
Or
that's
not every day,
fair.
but
I just upload some images and then never look at it again.
That's fair. All right, so the amount, I know a lot of you have been putting your guesses in, so go ahead and keep putting them in there. But the amount of Y1s in stock right now is 4,896. Let's look at some of the ins and outs over the past week. So it looks like we got a 250 pack, 250 pack, 10 pack, 500 pack, 10 pack. Yesterday, a 100 pack. Today, a 50 pack. So, man, we're right at the tail end, actually, of
when will that price be changing?
soon,
Yeah.
very soon, probably another 1,000 or so.
It feels like it's accelerated since we've gotten fewer keys, and I don't know what's up with that.
I feel like that's Murphy's law, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have very many keys,
Everybody's buying them.
everyone wants them, but you
Yeah.
have too many keys.
No one wants
Like the
them.
best keys. We get them in stock and they're gone. 5 minutes.
It's bizarre. All right, let's see here. We got some guesses. Yeah, Ken's pretty close on those guesses. Gustavo, talk about MX restart faster. Yeah, you must be talking about, was it the LFIC?
Yeah, MX-13. People are buying
The
up
LF.
the rim, the 1 1/8 mortar cylinder, and the LF. LFIC.
Yep, the LFIC I know is
All
the
those,
pain.
the three that are most common are the 26.
Yep, yeah, Gustavo. Yeah, definitely sorry about that. I mean, we're working to get more. I mean, is what ends up happening, right? So let's say, and it's kind of fun. I like actually talking about this stuff live. I don't know why, but I do. So a lot of times is what can happen, right? So let's say over the past year, I'm going to just make up an example here. So let's say over the last year, we sold 200 LFIC cylinders. And let's say that we brought in 100, right? So we put 100 in. So that's essentially a 6-month supply. Let's say you we order 50 more in 3 months or whatever. Okay. But as what happens is randomly someone will put an order in for 100.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we have 0. And then we got to go to GMS and then GMS maybe they have them and we get them within a week. No big deal. If they have them in stock, it's quick, just a few days. But if they don't have them in stock, because they're like, oh, well, PJ, you ordered 100 200 last year. We just sent you 100. And then, well, they got to go and they got to get them in overseas and they got to bring them in. And so that's sometimes where the delay comes. And we know, of course, like we don't want that problem any more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've currently on the troubled cores have upped the quantities that we're stocking, hopefully to curb that problem. But there is one of those things, though, like we could bring in 5 years worth of supply and someone could just buy it all.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's kind of
if you know you're going to have, if you're an MX-13 dealer and you're watching this, if you know you're going to have a big job and you want to know more about stock and getting more in, let us know ahead of time so we can get a little bit ahead of that curveball, because anything coming from GMS, from their facility overseas, it can be anywhere from 10 to 14 weeks if they don't have it in stock here in Washington.
Yep.
So if you know, give us a call and we can help you out.
Absolutely. So Jeremy, what's up? Jeremy says, how about identifying key blank based on a picture of the key web? I guess you're talking about maybe the profile on that. And yeah, I mean, at this point, we just have it set up to do, each side of the key. Mac user, what is up? Says add hard to find keys. Yeah, I mean, we spend a lot of time. How many, do you know really off the top of your head how many Blue Dog keys are in the system now?
I want to say it's like 350 or something like that.
250?
Yeah, well, we don't add all of the pre-cut ones, so I don't know. Maybe it's closer to like 275 or something, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, I thought, yeah, I mean, we'd have to look to know for sure. But yeah,
we've added a lot of those.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit. And, you know, of course, like, we want to add the ones that are hard to identify, right? Like, of course, if you get a key and it says NA14 on it, you don't need to identify it because you know what it is, right? And so, yeah. Mac user, 100% on the same page as you. But, yeah, I'll have to look. I thought between the ones we stock. What?
We're not adding discontinued stuff.
Yeah, for Blue Dog, I've only ran into maybe 2 that were discontinued, but then they always had like a different one
to use
to replace.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we'll have to keep kind of doing that and keep adding. I mean, I think between the ones we stock plus the ones that they've sent us and stuff, I think we're getting fairly close to. I mean, I want to say 400 or 500.
That's what I was thinking.
I could be.
300's throwing me off a little bit. I could
be wrong. But yeah, it'll be. It's fun.
Yeah.
Right. It's fun adding those, but yeah, I would say it's so important to me and us to add all the weird keys, right? For the reasons I mentioned.
Easily identify.
Yeah. Want to know one? So before IdentiKey, I don't think I've ever seen a Y1 key with a quick set and a Schlage head. Okay. The keys that with a quick set or Schlage head, Y1 blade, I have seen more in IdentiKey. I mean, I wouldn't say every day we see one, but I would say at least every like 3 days.
Huh.
And I totally get it. You know, I mean, I could definitely see someone, you know, you're not paying attention in customer hands you a key, it has a Schlage head on it. See, at first, at least go and you put it in the jaw and you go to cut it and you're like, huh? What's going on here? So, yeah, it's pretty strange. I actually talked to one of the key blank manufacturers. I'm like, hey, you want to make me some of these? And they're like, how many will you buy? And I'm like, I don't know, but I kind of want to sell them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Popular enough.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Sounds like they're popular enough.
Oh, and you guys want to know something else I haven't told you guys that I'm just going to, I'll tell you live on the internet.
Okay.
Do you guys want to know? Or should I? No, I joke. We are going to be coming out with our own neuter bow keys.
Nice.
And on top of the neuter bow keys, we're going to be able to offer an engraving service.
Nice. Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I'm actually in the next, let's call it 48 hours, I'll be putting in the first PO for these keys.
Okay.
That's super cool.
So yeah, a little live on the internet thing. You know, we've talked about it.
Yeah. It's been something we've talked about.
But it's happening.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Where's the engraving going to be happening?
Here.
Okay.
In-house.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
That's awesome.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
No one tell Mario, okay? No. Yeah. Let's see here. Mac user says my D&Ds the app told me to order are wrong. Mac user. So yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't mind, or if you get a chance, like, do you know what the actual key is for them? I don't know if they're restricted or, you know, if there's anything going like that, but for sure, we'd love to know more if you have more info. Next up, Rupa says, the most feedback us and the users can give for a review can make the best app on the market. Send your feedback and review to help CLK make the best. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yes, I completely agree. Question. What did PJ say was the key on the wall again? That is a keel. Keil at Does it say Charleston? I can't.
Charlestown,
Yes.
New Hampshire.
Yep, Charlestown, New Hampshire, and it's heavy. I've actually always been waiting for that. So, fun fact, that actually
Yeah.
is set up with command strips.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's on there with command strips.
What's
And-
it made of?
Brass, maybe, or steel.
Wow.
I don't know what it's made out of. I should probably put a magnet on it and see.
Mhm.
But as you can see, I came in this morning and one of those fell.
Oh, wow.
And so the fact that one of those would fall, one of our soundboards in here, like you can see these on this there. No, is that one? No, I can't. Why can't I? There we go. You can see the sound. Yeah. There's tons of what? There's 3, 6, 9, 10, 12
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, 12 soundboards.
Soundboard, is that what they're called?
Or,
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know.
But yeah, so we have those in here. But yeah, so a few of those over the years has fallen, but that has not.
Wow.
That has
impressive.
not. It is.
And now we've jinxed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in tomorrow. It's gonna be. Let's see here. Keybeard says, "Will you ever bring back the Alma rekey tool?" So that is something that Major Manufacturing was selling, and I think the best way for you to get it brought back is just to either send Major an email or a phone call and be like, "Hey, maybe bring that back." I don't know. So I don't know the exact reason why it was discontinued. Do you guys?
They've discontinued a couple products that they made them and they didn't sell them. So once they sold out their existing stock, they've stopped.
And do we have any more in stock? Do you know?
the Almont ones? I don't believe we do.
Let's see.
No, we're
Nope.
out of stock. No, customer asked about one and they don't have them. I asked and they said they've discontinued it and they're not bringing it back.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep cruising through the comments here. Let's see here. Sing with me here. When will we be getting the BD 945? What is that? BD. Do I know that number?
Why do I know that number?
I don't know why.
So it could be that we're going through order from like 0 all the way up, so we might have just not gotten to that yet.
Okay, but yeah, okay, that's probably what it is, though. But let's make a mental note on that one. Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we
I
can't
don't
get
have
that
anything to write.
that one out of me neither at the time.
I'll
But
put it in my phone.
probably
actually.
between the three of us, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, then I know I believe he's mentioned it a few times actually. So yeah, we need to get that thing in there. All right, let's see here. Let's keep going. Will Billy be in doing the graving? I wonder if we could.
Not.
Is it possible to engrave a tattoo on Billy's arm?
Ugh.
Ow.
Oh
I don't know
man,
what
that's
you would charge
funny.
for that.
Oh hey Keith, what's up? He says I have a key sign on my shop wall, but it's a coal. That's cool.
Yeah, where did you get that key?
What's that?
Where did you get that?
Ooh, I think I got it. I either got it on eBay or I got it on what's that site that like you can go for like buy like random like knick-knack craft type stuff.
Etsy.
Etsy. I either got it on Etsy or eBay.
That makes sense.
I got a bunch of stuff during the time. Like I had an idea. As a matter of fact, have I told you guys about my new design for the studio? No.
No.
I'm hoping this summer, as soon as we get out of crazy mode,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna redo this whole studio.
That'd be
So
awesome.
no, we've been here
Yeah.
5 years now.
Mhm.
It's time to redo it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll have to explain it. I'll probably need you guys' help because my own ideas, when they come to reality, are a little awkward.
I feel like things always turn out different from what's in your brain, but
Yeah.
try new things. see
At
what
minimum,
works.
at least I'm willing to look awkward. Right? Right? No, that's good. All right, let's see here. Yeah, G Keyman says, I guess I'll have to make my own Almont rekey tool. You should, and then we'll sell it for you too. How about that? Let's see. Oh, Keith says, my Majestic pick gun broke today. Oh, man. Well, hey, we should have a whole bunch of Majestics coming in soon.
I don't know.
Soon. I don't know the date. Kylie might be in the watching us being like, what in the heck is going on? Let's see here. Let's see. All right. But one of the brand new vibrating picks, kind of figure out if there are any videos on it, how to use it correctly. Yeah, Dakota, I mean, probably just look up whatever brand. Okay, it says Cronus. I don't really know of that. I'd probably just search that on YouTube or something, honestly. Probably find something would be my guess. Maybe you already done that and couldn't find any. I don't know, but perfect. All right. Well, hey, we've been, oh my gosh, it's 4:58.
Oh gosh.
Who's been keeping track of time around here? No, that's not good. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and let's, oh yeah, there's Kylie in there. Yeah. 1 to 2 weeks. So yeah, I think we have a couple close to 150 or so on order. Maybe, no, 200 actually, but, all right. Well, hey, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to this week's Lucky Lockboss winners. Now, of course, let's get on the same page on what to do if you win beforehand. And go over that. And it looks like Julio has woke up.
Finally entered the chat.
A little late, Julio, especially probably if it's time for overtime. Right? Right?
Oh, he got dinner.
Oh, man, that's expensive. All right. So what to do if you win? You want to email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win. Comment on our videos with the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's videos for our weekly giveaway. No purchase necessary. All right. With that being said, Lily, you want to announce the winners? Here we go. How about you say the winner number, Ian, and then she'll say it. All right. So all I'm going to do is click the button.
Winner number 3.
James Hernandez, Winner
number 4. Winner number 5.
Congrats. How about that? All right. So we got the Lockboss Locksmith 4 live full zip hoodie going on. 3 with orders $250 or more. Just add the cart to it because why buy it when you can get it for free? I think that's the Lockfather's motto. Maybe? I don't know. All right. Very, very good, everybody.
Small and medium. That's all we got. Small and medium.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've been running through them.
So we have 2 sizes left. Something new.
Yep.
Very cool. I didn't know. We really went through them.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, very good, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Congrats to the 5 lucky Lockboss winners. And Ian and Lily, thank you so much for coming on, hanging out, doing some updates, talking about how things are going, having, making live announcements here, all the fun stuff. So,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. That's awesome.
all right, very good. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you. It looks like there's 26 comments that I've missed, so hopefully I'm not missing too much here. But anyways, all right, everybody. Well, hey, make sure, actually, if you want to hop over into the after party. Let me actually move this a little bit. Sorry, Ian, because I need to put the link in because I forgot to do that earlier, didn't I? All right, let's do that really quick before Julio gets too many overtime hours here, minutes. All right, well, hey, there we go. There is the link for the after party. Come hang out if you'd like. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, and enjoyable Tuesday evening. Y'all take care, and we shall see you next time.
See you.
See ya.